Wiener, 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 wiener.
Wiener.
Have you seen the South Park episode?
No.
Oh, they make fun of George R. R. Martin. It's really funny.
I think you've told me about this.
Oh yeah, it's great. They're like, so what happens? And he's like, well, Jamie Lannister is standing there, and his wiener is dangling, and I can't even possibly do it justice. Gotta just watch it.
Well, on that note, welcome to episode 16 of Film Fanatics. We are going to be talking about Game of Thrones. Why, you might ask?
I don't know.
Because we want to.
Yeah, because we want to.
That's it.
Yes.
It's our channel. We can do what we want.
Yes.
But yeah, I just want to say thank you for getting us over 1,000 hours of watch time already.
Wow.
Pretty nuts. Your support is always so appreciated. And we're almost at 500 views on our Batman episode.
Oh, is that the top Friday?
Yeah, that took over quick.
Wow.
Yeah. Batman is, who would have thought? Batman's popular. But yeah, we were going to be, in 2 weeks, we're going to be talking about Penguin, finally. And probably some other Batman things.
Well, hopefully.
So you can call it the Batman Part 2. That's not being delayed.
Well, hopefully.
Hopefully
You're saying all
delayed.
this shit. We haven't even gotten it scheduled yet. But
I'm sure it'll work out.
hopefully.
Because Billy seemed excited to come back.
Good.
So, and then next week, we will be talking Cap. So it'll be, honestly, it could just be like Captain America episode. We can talk about the first three.
It's going to be bad.
I mean, who knows? It might surpass your expectations because you think it's going to be bad.
It could surpass my expectations while simultaneously being terrible.
Yeah, I think it should be a fun time, hopefully.
I think I'm going to crack open a beverage. Because I want to. Would you like one?
Yeah, why not?
All right, yeah.
There you go. But, so for today, we are going to be, like I said, talking about Game of Thrones.
Wiener.
Yes. Yes. Here. And that is going to entail 2 segments. One being our top 10 characters. I got a few honorable mentions that I will say afterward to give them being like...
I mean, I didn't put down honorable mentions, but I could definitely...
I'm sure you can spitball with how
yeah.
the list goes and who was left out, who's not. But I do love a lot. Honestly, I could have been done a top 20. There's so many great characters in Game of Thrones. So if your favorite character is not on my list, it's not the right list. It's just my list.
Hey, you stole that.
It's the only way to put it, though. So don't get too mad at me.
Just tell us your list in the comments.
Yeah, that's what he said. But we can either start with that, or we can start with us ranking the seasons, because we are also doing that.
I think we should start with the characters.
Start with the characters and go into the seasons?
Yeah, I think it's a good starting point.
Okay, all right. Do you want to start with your number 10, or do you want me to start with your my number 10, not your number 10? I can't start with
So
your
my number 10 is a little problematic, I guess you could say. This character is in about 6 episodes.
Okay. What are we doing here?
King Robert Baratheon is my number 10.
All right, I understand then.
Oh, he was so funny.
He's a fun character.
All the ideas that you have in your head about like what a king would be, even like a bad king, you know, it's just like, this guy is one of one.
Yeah, he hunts, he drinks, he fucks.
Bessie with the great big tits. Thank the gods for Bessie.
Quiet, woman!
I will wear this like a badge of honor. Then do it quietly or I'll honor you again. That one scene that he has with Cersei where they just go back and forth.
It's a great
It's like a long scene. he's like, what holds the kingdoms together? She's like, our marriage, and then they both laugh. It's just like, wow. So yeah, he's barely in the show.
But he leaves a mark.
He's a tremendous character. Just so funny. And just everything that you would think you would get from a king is just turned on its head with him.
Also, I love his death scene is so perfect to how he dies.
Ned doesn't have the heart to tell him the truth. Ah, Ned Stark. He drives me crazy. There are so many ways that he could have handled that situation.
Yeah.
And it would have been better than...
yeah, no. All right.
Lancel Lannister. What a stupid fucking man. He's just so funny.
Oh, he's good.
I like the funny characters, and he makes me laugh for those 6 episodes.
He's like, Ned, I'm not asking. You're coming. You're like, you must do what your king demands. Oh man, no, he was a presence. He definitely left a mark.
I wish he was there longer.
So, my number 10 might be controversial in a different way.
Good.
He's in the entire show. He's in a lot of episodes.
Okay.
And him being this low might be like, why? And that would be Lord Varys. It's my number 10.
Varys.
And honestly, a lot of characters are really hurt by later seasons.
Yeah,
and
no doubt.
This was one of them. He just became the cock joke punchline.
Yeah.
And then season 8, he did one of the most stupid fucking things ever.
I like to remember Varys as the master of whispers, not whatever the fuck. Like,
The master of telling the queen she is going to be
I'm just like
oversieged by certain people.
Like, I just gotta be honest with you. My list over here is based off of primarily the first 6 seasons.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It's just like...
Because the show exists. Yeah, factor in the entire show.
Well, I might have to
but
make a few adjustments.
But Lord Varys, he is just such a great, complex character that he had to be on the list. For sure. He's, the fact that he, is able to have one of the best scenes in the entire show should give, merit with the conversation with him and Baelish. And
early on, and they both look at the throne,
and them both going back and forth saying, I know what you do. Yeah. You know what I do.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I know more than you think I do.
Yeah.
You can't best me because I know your secrets. And then Baelish going, I know yours. It's a great back and forth.
I feel like it almost they seem kind of hello. They seem kind of equals in the whole knowing of secrets thing, but it's that's supposed to be Varys' thing, so he should be better, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, Baelish is keeping it under wraps how knowledgeable he is. So he where Varys kind of wears it on his sleeve that he's I have little birds everywhere.
My little birds, they whisper, they sing to me.
Where Baelish is no, I know what's going on, but I'm gonna run my whorehouse.
Yeah, part of Varys too is just his appearance, his demeanor,
his mystique,
his backstory. It's just all really interesting.
Yeah, and that's why he deserves to be on my top 10.
And it's there's that one scene where he goes to talk to the whore, and he's there aren't many men like me, and then she's all men. A lot of men say that or whatever. But it's when Varys says it, it's actually true.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, Varys is my number 10. Number 9.
Well, you're making me question my placing of Varys, though, so I gotta think about this for a minute. I think I'm gonna move Varys down.
You want me to say my number 9 while you just,
I'm just gonna do that. Okay. So, am I going or are you going?
Oh, no, you can go if you're good.
Oh, okay. My 9 is Brianna fucking Toth.
Touche.
I really like Brienne a lot. She's kind of just like this fucking doormat that everybody just like bullies.
The noble knight.
Everybody just bullies her verbally, but physically nobody can. And then she beats the Hound, and she stays.
One of the best fight
stays
scenes in the entire
loyal to Lady Catelyn, and she pledges herself to Sansa. Sansa says she rejects her. She declines. And then she pledges herself to Arya, and Arya's like, get the fuck away from me. And then she pledges herself to Sansa a second time after she, like, saves her, and she finally accepts, and then after that, it's just like, let's go, Brienne. And then there's that cool scene.
She's resilient. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like this, that one episode in Season 8, the one before the Army of the Dead gets there, the one where everybody's just, like,
Oh, it's an amazing
contemplating
episode.
The impending doom.
I actually think that's
really
a great
love
episode.
that episode.
Yeah, that's a great episode with all your big characters in a room talking.
Yeah, and Brienne, like Jamie knights Brienne, and I mean, I guess that's like a legitimate knighting. I don't really know, but either way, it was just really a heartwarming scene.
Yes.
I just really like Brienne. Somehow George found these ways to just come up with the most interesting, unique characters.
Yeah.
It's just like you have this woman that's gigantic and kind and powerful, and everybody just gives her a hard time because she's so large.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, damn. But then you fucking put a sword in her hand. She
is a weapon.
Up.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the loyalty, I like Brienne. Brienne puts a smile on my face.
That's fair. No,
He's a character to root for.
I really like Brienne. Unfortunately, she was bumped off of my list.
That's fair.
But I do really like the character.
Yeah, I mean, you can really like someone, but I mean, 10 is 10. This is a show with
many characters. And it's a long-running show.
So many storylines.
Oh, yeah. There's just certain things will resonate more with you, and my number 9 would be The Hound. I love good old Clegane. He's just a lovable dick.
I have The Hound at 8.
Okay, so
we're gonna throw that in so we can just both talk about it.
Yeah, so
together.
The Hound, for one,
Brianna
he has
fucking Todd.
He has like a bunch of the best lines in the show.
Fuck the king.
It's like, wait, you can't leave, dog. He goes, fuck the city, fuck you.
Like, he does. He says like 3 things.
He's like, fuck the city, fuck the people,
fuck the king,
and fuck the king. It's so good. It's awesome. And then obviously him having one of the best storylines in season 3 with him traveling with Arya. Wow, yeah. Arya. That's crazy. It's just
him and
he's
Arya
a special character,
really cool.
And honestly, I kind of wish he didn't show up, but also the later seasons.
I was glad when he came back. I know it feels a little odd because it's like a fake out death almost, but I mean.
No, it's just one of those things. I like the character, but I would have been okay if we got no more Hound.
And the Hound...
And he wasn't ruined by later
That's
seasons.
what I was going to say. The Hound wasn't really ruined. His character was kind of consistent. However, I do think that he did suffer a little bit where it's just like... His ending was retarded. I'm just going to go get myself killed, killing my brother who's already dead. Like... Gregor was going to die either way.
Yeah, no, that was...
You didn't have to go down in flames with him. It was just kind of retarded.
That was just one of those things where they wanted the MCU, like, just...
The reunion.
The reunion,
at the end,
revenge action
exactly.
scene. Which, okay.
I do like how, in that episode, he says to Arya... Arya, the bells. Arya wants to kill the queen, and he says, if you come with me, there's only death. You know, he tells her, if you come with me, you're going to die. Don't do it. And he convinces her to turn back and leave.
See, yeah, that's good stuff.
And it's honestly, like, I buy into that the Hound would do that.
Because he cares for Arya.
No, not even that. Like, going to kill his brother even though he knows he's gonna die.
Oh yeah,
I buy that. It's just like I feel like their fight was really cartoonish.
It wasn't even just cartoonish. It was superhero-ish.
Yeah, it was like goofy.
And in a world that's not like that,
it
just makes no sense.
Yeah,
which is
sure,
like season 8 as a whole. But the Hound, awesome character.
Yeah,
and I have no qualms.
I mean,
with the Hound.
You got to win that fight against Brienne, bro. Like, got beat by a woman.
Yeah, it's fine though.
No, I'm just kidding.
Because that scene was so good.
One thing I do love about the Hound,
it was brutal,
is that he's afraid of fire, and it's always made
a
clear.
constant.
Yeah. Every time he's around fire, they show him look scared, and it's just like that's one of those like little things where it's like you have this huge guy who's scary and
has this
seems
one
like he's
weakness,
fearless and just dangerous, but it's like you put him near fire and he looks like a little kid again.
Which that was a good scene in season
Press
2 where he was
like
just
a juicy mutton chop.
Where like in season 2, the Battle of the Black Water, when he's just tearing up people, and then this fire just shows up near his face, and he's like, "Oh fuck that!"
That's what sparks the whole thing. Where he comes back and he's like, "Fuck the wine, bring me wine," and he starts bringing wine, and Joffrey's like, "I want you to go back there, dog."
Yeah, what are you doing, dog? It's so good. Moving on though, because we got a lot to talk about.
So what's your 8?
My number 8 is Cersei Lannister.
Yeah.
She is the best villain in the show, and I will say that straight up. However, the later seasons do her a bunch of
you think so? I feel like she's one of the characters who's kept a little more consistent, actually. In the later seasons.
She gets a little like cartoony with the elephant bullshit.
The elephant?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's like, I'm gonna have the Golden Army, and they're gonna bring me elephants, and then they contact her, and they're like, "You're not gonna get the elephants," and she's like, "Oh, I really wanted those elephants."
I remember that they were like elephants on boats coming across the sea. It's not really gonna work. She's like, I really had my heart set on the elephants.
No, and also her inconsistency with Tyrion being like, you want to kill him here. There's nothing stopping you at this point. There's no Tywin.
That's
no
a good
anything.
point. He went.
It's like, no, like that's what I'm saying. Like you want to kill her.
Yeah, it was just Tyrion in the room with her and Gregor.
Yeah, it's like you just send the Hound to crush him. Like what are you? Or you can kill him yourself.
Well, I don't know if she's gonna kill him herself.
She could have.
You think Tyrion versus Cersei, fists to the death? Do you think Cersei wins?
Yeah, he was unarmed at that point. Yeah.
Well, if they both have just their fists, they're both unarmed.
Oh well, Cersei's not gonna use her fist. She's gonna have like a knife or something.
Yeah, she's a cheater.
Yeah, no, she's gonna kill him.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but like all those stuff, it drags her down. Even though I think personally she's the best villain. And she's just like her shit,
evil,
and her walk of shame essentially is one of the most impactful scenes.
How about
some good stuff? And she's one of the best actresses in the entire show.
Yeah, she's Lena Headey.
Yeah, she's amazing. Awesome. She's so good.
How about the payoff though with the walk of shame thing? Mm-hmm. With the one lady, with the nun looking lady, and she's like, the last thing you will see before you die will be my face. And then she blows up everybody, but she keeps that one lady in a prison cell, and then she's just like, shame. Shame.
It's good stuff.
It's like, although I do feel like the blowing up the Septon thing, that was a little too much.
It's a bit MCU.
It was a bit MCU.
However, I can let it slide. That is something I can let it slide. Why? Because it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And it didn't bother me too much because I really I won't talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. I will save it for when we talk about seasons. So
yeah,
I'll leave that in my back pocket.
All right.
But I love Cersei. She's awesome. Her actress is awesome. She is consistently menacing in a subtle way.
Fun fact: Cersei and the actor who plays Bronn, they had like a relationship in the past, the two actors.
I do know that.
And they like hated each other. And
That's
they
why
had
you don't
issues.
see any scenes.
There's like a clause in both of their contracts that they don't.
They don't share scenes. Yeah.
It's kind of.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. But yeah, you're number 7.
All right, I moved Varys to 7. I had him higher, but it's like you're right. He's. I think I had him too high because he is a side character. He's not in like his screen time is kind of low. And as cool as he is, it is true by the end. It's just like
even though I understand your logic of wanting to just count up till 6.
Yeah, Varys,
but you can't do that when it's a complete shit.
Varys isn't the fall on the sword type of guy. We all know that, but he fell on the fucking sword.
And by the way,
it doesn't make any sense.
His death scene, even though it was stupid how we got there, it was by far one of the coolest scenes we got in Game of Thrones. With like the imagery with the dragon just come, as a scene without the context, it was really sick.
I remember specifically in that scene, like the way Daenerys, like sentences him to death. She sounds like almost bored.
Yes.
And it's like,
I'm just talking about visually.
No, I know. I was just thinking like when I watched that the last time, I was like, wow.
I will say, even though I have a lot of qualms with season 8, is easily the best looking season.
Well, yeah, I mean,
for sure,
makes sense.
But yeah,
my 7 is Cersei. So.
Wait, what?
Wasn't that where we were?
Yeah, I thought you said it was fucking Varys.
No, I used my 8.
I thought you said that Hound was your 8.
Oh, wait, shit. No, Cersei. Sorry.
Spoilers.
I'm sorry. I screwed up. See,
All
it's because I moved Varys down, but I didn't change the numbers.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, we'll table that.
All right, so Varys is my my 7. Yeah. Really.
Anything you need to add other than this stuff we already talked about?
No, I don't think so.
All right. My number 7 is Reek. Good old Theon.
Wow.
Theon has the best story arc in the entire series. It was actually concluded perfectly.
Yeah.
It was executed great. It was a little jarring when he did that heel turn. It was a bit jarring.
You mean when he
in the beginning.
Starks?
Yeah, it was a bit jarring.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy into it until he goes on to his torture arc, and I was kind of like,
that's like some Saw type shit, bro.
Oh, it was, but
you must have loved that.
I just, it was good.
Look at Theon getting tortured. That's you.
No, well, the entire time I called him dickless.
Look, they cut his dick off.
That was very funny. Because like after he
remember,
did it,
like Ramsay's eating the sausage. He's like,
and he wiggles it. He wiggles it out.
He's like, oh, you think I'm a savage? This is pork sausage.
But yeah, no. Theon has a great arc, and then he's one of those characters that actually improve in the later seasons.
Well, he's just so broken.
Yeah, but like, and then his redemption and stuff, and then he dies saving the people he betrayed.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, like, it was a little retarded. Like, he just kind of charged at the Night King, like, and had no chance. Like, if I was him, I would have just stayed.
I'm just looking at Fanatics here.
Like, no, but just hear me out for a second. Like, I would have just stayed in front of Bran and defended him. Theon was just like, I'm just gonna run right at you, bro. I just thought that was kind of retarded. But I guess Theon is kind of stupid. So
I would say it's still in character for him to be brash and run into danger.
Stupid, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I like Theon. I like the actor. He played him very well.
Yeah, Alfie Allen is that guy's name.
That's his name?
Yeah.
It's an interesting name.
That's his name.
But yeah, no, he's great, and he's despicable yet redeemable, and he had a good fall into redemption arc.
Yeah, he got a little kooky in there at one point.
Yeah, he became Schmeagol essentially.
No, even before that, like remember he was giving that speech to his guys. He's like, "We're all gonna die today."
And then
the guy just hits him with the fucking spear.
He's like, "Ah!" And then, dang,
Yeah.
I thought he would never shut up. Why didn't you do that earlier?
He's like,
enjoyed
it was a good speech. Didn't
want to interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt. He goes, all right, guys, let's go back. No, it was good stuff.
I don't understand why they burned Winterfell though. Why didn't
I
they
also
just
like
leave? They were giving them
his sibling relationship with Yara.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about her.
I'm not sure how I feel about her either.
Her
But
first
his
scene,
relationship with is weird.
It's really weird.
It's very Cersei
like,
Jamie.
Really weird.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you can just kind of just finger me. Yeah.
I really didn't like that.
And I was like, I didn't mind it at first. I was like, all right, this is
because
still...
you didn't know.
Yeah, because I know. And I was like, all right,
siblings.
this is like Theon's character. He's like very cocky and shit or whatever. And then reveals his sister and goes, hi, bro, you don't remember me? I was like...
I was like, what the fuck? Like
I'm like,
what the fuck?
ooh, no.
Like, what?
But yeah, other than that, weird. By the way, we're not talking about Snow White on this podcast. We'll just meme it.
Why would we talk? Why are you?
I'm saying I'm not seeing that.
Yeah,
You're
but
not seeing that.
You just mentioned it. You've already failed.
No, I'm like talking about the actual movie. We'll meme it to death.
No.
Like we're always gonna be doing the weird meme.
Yeah, no, but we don't talk about the movie. We deny
We'll
its
blacklist it. But yeah, that's my number 7. Now we're going to number 6. I wonder what yours is.
It's Cersei.
How'd you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
it
how
could
did I
have been
know?
anybody, right?
I was so fooled.
So, Cersei is like, I don't even know. It's like you see Joffrey and he's just like psycho evil, but Cersei is a little bit more behind the scenes, you know?
But still psycho evil.
Where it's like, yeah. But it's like, she loves her children, which is interesting, but it's like, how do you even love Joffrey? But then it's like she has elements of Tywin too, like in certain ideas and her demeanor and things. But
How she moves the chess pieces around.
Yeah, but I don't know. She's just, at the end of the day, she loves the incest and
she's a bad character. Well, not a bad character, evil character.
her and Jamie is just like kill everyone until it's just me and you left in this world. Like it's a little much.
Yeah.
Cersei is one of those characters where it's like when she's on the screen, it's usually just really good.
It's riveting. Yeah. You're just sucked up into
Sansa, come here, little dove.
that. It's so good. Drunk Cersei is awesome. I love Drunk Cersei.
You want another?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Yeah, Drunk Cersei is a national treasure.
Oh my god.
It's funny.
And it's like even
But what she's saying is really fucked up. She's like drunk as shit
Yeah.
talking to Sansa.
she's like, if we lose, these women will be in for a bit of a rape.
Oh well. And then you being like
Yeah, she's like
connected to
she's
the
like,
to the now king will be the first to get.
No, she's like, when a man's blood is up, anything looks good. Anything with tits looks good. Precious thing like you looks very good.
Oh yeah, no, she's great.
And I think it makes sense how she becomes more actively evil as the show goes on because her children die.
Because she's getting unhinged.
She has less fucks to give.
I wish, because I've seen videos of like book comparisons of what's left out. I wish they leaned more into like her knowing the prophecy of what happens.
Oh, to her kids?
Yeah.
They do reveal that at one point, but it's kind of like...
It's like thrown away. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. And then I watched a video of someone comparing to the books, and I was like, I wish we got that.
So in the books, it's like revealed
It's like a
very
big
early on,
thing.
and she's just like basically
And
waiting for her
that's what
children
makes
to
her
die.
go a little crazy.
Yeah.
Because she was like trying to thwart fate.
Yeah.
Try to go against it, but like, and then Joffrey dies.
Yeah.
And then Tommen dies. And then she gets pregnant with the third to die.
Well, she had the third kid was Marcella. She had the daughter who died.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
Yeah.
She was barely in the show. I forgot. She gets shipped to Dorne.
Yeah.
And then fucking brutal.
Yeah, that honestly, I was sad watching that. It was like,
Yeah, even though she's not in the
she
show,
had that
but
nice
her
heartwarming scene.
her being I know you're my
I'm
dad.
saying incest is heartwarming, but it was kind of nice. She was like, I'm glad you're my dad, and she gives him a hug, and Jamie's like,
and then the poison settles.
Like Jamie's like, wow, this is kind of cool. I get to like actually be like
a father
dad for the first time.
and get
and
ripped.
she's happy about it, and then it's just like, nope, she's fucking dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, my number 6. Unless you have more to add about Cersei.
No, I don't.
All right. Number 6 is Tyrion Lannister. You're gonna learn very quickly. I love the Lannisters.
You know, I was having a little issue with this list being a little Lannister dominant, so seems we agree.
Yeah. No, we'll talk about more Lannisters later.
Yeah, we will.
Spoilers. But like, yeah, Tyrion, I wish he was higher.
Right.
I wanted him to be higher. He is my favorite character up until 5.
Mm-hmm.
Literally has the best scene in the entire show of I am on trial for being your son or a dwarf. You're not on trial because you are a dwarf. I am. I've been on trial since I was born. It's good. It's like
good.
Legitimately the best scene in the entire show.
How about the scene in season 1 where he's on trial in the
That's
in the
amazing
veil,
too.
and he's like, I confess. And he just starts going off about all his sins. I made the bald man cry. I once brought a jackass and a honeycomb into a brothel.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Up until like the beginning of season 5, he was the best character.
Yeah.
Everything, him knowing how the Game of Thrones works, and him being the hand of the king in season 2, that was awesome.
No, his character falling off is directly coincided with them running out of book material.
Yes. Oh yeah. It's just unfortunate.
Meanwhile, George still hasn't released that fucking book. The last book that came out like when the show started, I think. Like early 2010s.
Maybe there was one more.
I'll tell you right now.
But yeah, no. I like I said, he's awesome. Fucking, he just has like a bunch of the best scenes. Him recruiting, the Mountain Men. Was really great. Like him in season 1, it's awesome. I just wanted to piss at the edge of the wall.
I just wanted to piss off the edge of the wall.
It's so good. It's awesome.
Yeah, like that's really cool. Like him and Jon Snow
actually getting along.
Yeah.
And like, even though they're Starks and
Lannisters. So the last book that he released that was in the Game of Thrones series was The Dance of Dragons in 2011.
So that's season 2, I think.
And then since then he's released other books about like the world. Like the world of Ice and Fire, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, Fire and Blood. So he's doing other shit. It's like
just not doing Game of Thrones.
Yeah, like I mean he's old, he's fat, like George. You wanna finish these books before you're dead, right? Like you're running out of time.
I don't think he wants anything. He knows nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
But yeah, Tyrion's awesome. Number 5.
Yeah, Tyrion. Well, are we going to talk about the bad side of Tyrion?
No.
Okay. My 5 is Arya.
Really?
And I don't like how Arya just becomes like
God
overpowered.
Becomes the God Slayer.
But you said Theon has the best arc. I'm not so sure that Arya doesn't have the best arc.
I am.
Okay. She goes from being a helpless child who wants nothing more than to make a difference and be able to defeat her enemies.
Then she becomes God.
Yeah, but it's like it's a really long process.
Oh yeah, she was sweeping them floors forever.
And it's like that, like her time with the Hound, her time with Hot Pie. and Gendry. Those scenes, like when she's with Tywin for that brief stint, those scenes are amazing. Of her, it's just her and Tywin.
I know, but right now you're talking about just season 1 through 3.
Okay.
Well,
she's with Gendry a lot and like throughout the show. Gendry actually disappears for like a large chunk of.
Yeah, and then he comes back.
Back at the end, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you like what she's like going through, like
oysters,
5, 6.
clams, and cockles. There are some scenes in that stretch that aren't as good, but it's all part of the character and the journey.
I think her with the faceless men is the most boring shit in the world.
I think that
they handled that plot line terribly.
I think it's definitely not great at points. I think that the most boring stuff is like anything that happens on where's the place where the Ironborn live with Theon's people? Where do they live?
The Iron Islands?
Yeah, I think everything there is boring as shit. Anytime that they're on the Iron Islands, I'm like falling asleep. Also, I feel like whenever we're doing something with Daenerys, it's like flip of a coin whether it's going to be interesting or not.
Oh, spoiler alert, she's not anywhere on my list.
You think she's on my list?
I hope not.
I'll tell you right now, she's not.
Dude, Karth alone takes her off the list. Oh, man. No, she's a hypocrite.
Daenerys is just like not most interesting. The dragons are more interesting than Daenerys.
Yeah, her being.
That was really fucking cool when she like emerged from the flames. Well, I guess the flames are gone, but she like stood up in the ashes and she had the dragons. Like that was really fucking cool.
Oh, season 1 Daenerys is great. That's it. That's where she peaked.
It was only down from there.
Yeah, like I like stuff. I like.
Wait, no, we're supposed to talk about Arya, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't like that she killed the Night King. I don't like that.
I don't think anyone does.
But it's like, I feel like Arya, throughout the first 4 seasons, like what you said about Tyrion, I feel like Arya is one of the best characters throughout the first 4 seasons. And I don't feel like she becomes ruined. She just kind of goes off and does her own thing.
I mean, I don't think she's ruined. I just think they handled the rest of her story arc terribly.
I don't think they handled it terribly.
They just meander with her. They just cut to her just to fill like screen time.
No, I can agree with that.
And that's why I'm like, I can't say her.
Yeah, it's like great. Most of the things that I love, like Serial Pharrell, the Dancing Master, like that's season 1 shit. But it's like I love it. I like Arya.
Because I'll tell you right now, Arya's in my honorable mentions. I like Arya.
I just
don't love Arya. That's why she's not in my top 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess a lot of mine is like based on the first 4 seasons, and also part of me felt like I have to have a Stark on the list. I don't have Jon Snow on the list.
Yeah, that's okay.
Jon Snow is nowhere near my list.
Jon Snow would be my 11.
When I think of Jon Snow, I just hear "You're my queen." I think he is the character. He and Tyrion are the two characters that are most ruined by season 8. Where it's like, as much as Daenerys says, like, I don't want to be Queen of the Ashes, she also says throughout the show, we are going to burn cities to the ground.
And also, she's like, I will not start my empire in blood.
Yeah.
Huh? You've been killing slave masters the entire season, series.
So it's like, what happens with Daenerys is somewhat believable. It's just, I guess, the way that it's done that's a little bit like...
She's a hypocrite.
They surrendered the city. Like, that should have been the end of that. It really, like, it's not that hard. Like, any fucking idiot...
It's like, girl, I'm on my period. Burn them all.
It's like this is the capital of your kingdom, and you're just destroying it.
We'll save that.
Yeah, you're right.
When we talk for the winter seasons. But yeah, my number 5 is Peter Baelish.
Seriously?
I love Littlefinger.
Wow, you do, I guess.
Every time he's on screen, it's awesome. It's just unfortunate that he's ruined in season 7.
You think he's ruined because they kill him?
No, that is fine. What happens up until the finale to get him killed You become the smartest character in the show to fucking retarded in season 7.
And honestly, I think one of the reasons that I can't stand him is because of the whole Sansa thing. It was just beyond creepy.
Yeah, I don't love that either. But I love everything else. So I'm But yeah, no, I don't love the. As you know, when we were talking about Landman, I'm I don't like the older man going after.
No. I
Clearly
really didn't like that one.
20 years younger than you, girl.
It's he couldn't take no for an answer. He just kept fucking.
Also, I don't love. I fucking hate the decision. I'm gonna send you to the Boltons. What?
Yeah.
Why? You have her under your wing.
It didn't make any fucking sense.
But now you're gonna ship her off to this fucking psycho that I love.
God.
He does some stupid shit, but he's also that was the one blemish in his character was in season 5 when that happens. But he's every scene he in, he takes over.
You think so?
I think he takes over the majority of the time. That actor is
I find
awesome.
him irritating, and I know that's why I'm supposed to find him irritating.
Yeah, so he's doing his job. That's why he's great.
But it seems like you like being irritated.
No, I like it when characters do their job.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he does it perfectly. And the actor is awesome. And it's just, the Bolton thing. Don't love that. In season 7, I hate that.
Yeah.
But everything else, I love
when he begs
it.
for his life at the end.
See, I love that.
And then Arya kills him with his dagger.
See,
and isn't that cool how it goes all the way back to him saying that was Tyrion's dagger, that he gave it to Tyrion in season 1?
Yeah.
And then it's no, you lied about that, and you just got killed with that dagger, which was actually yours.
See, the death scene, I have no problems with. It's what led to that. That is so contrived and stupid. Yeah. It's what are you doing, dude? Mm-hmm. You're stumbling here.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
It's just whatever.
He was a little more clever than that.
Yeah, but no, he's my number 5. I love the character, and especially season 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. He's great.
Yeah.
I have no problems with that. 5, he has a hiccup, but most of the time I love him. 7, we don't need that. That was rough.
Yeah.
But yeah. Peter Baelish.
This is Lord Baelish.
And his whores. Yeah.
Don't call him Littlefinger. He doesn't like
He doesn't like that.
Lord Baelish.
But yeah, number 4.
My number 4 is Jaime Lannister.
Touche.
Really?
Touche.
I love Jaime Lannister. He's the most insufferable prick early in the show. Even when he's a prisoner, the things that he says to Catelyn. And then that guy is his cousin, and he comes into the jail cell, and they're just shooting this shit. And then he's I think I've devised a plan to escape. I'm gonna need your help. And the guy's yes, I'll do anything. He's you only need to do one thing. You'll have to die. He just starts
it's so good.
Beating him to death.
No, it's season 2, him as a prisoner, it's great.
And then the things he says to Brienne.
It's awesome.
You're a beast of a woman. You must be a virgin.
But then him getting his hand cut off and going through
and then he doesn't have quite the Theon trajectory, but he has his own version of that where it's he just becomes broken in a way.
Because he loses what was his entire identity.
Yeah, he associates that hand with
being the best swordsman.
All of his confidence is tied to that hand, and it's gone.
And the Boltons take it away from him.
Yeah.
Crazy how that gets flipped. The Lannisters are took my son's hand. Can you help me extinguish all of the Starks?
And I don't think that was going to happen, too. But it was him running his fucking mouth, as he always does. And it's just before that happened, part of his demeanor, it was just this guy just thinks that he can say whatever he wants to whoever he wants without any consequence.
Yeah, cocky, arrogant prick. Yeah.
And then this fucking guy just chops his fucking hand right off. and then they make him wear it around his neck. It's really brutal.
They make him fight
He
a bear.
goes through the fucking ringer.
And then they fight a bear.
Yeah, that's a little retarded. I like how he goes back to save Brienne, but the whole thing is a little retarded.
I like the bear. I don't like why the bear's there.
Oh, it's a little...
But I like bears.
And he protects Brienne, too.
Mm-hmm.
He has... It's almost like all of the evil inside of Jaime is tied to Cersei.
Yeah.
It's like if Cersei didn't exist, Jaime wouldn't...
Be a prick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he would still have some Tywin in him.
Mm-hmm.
But, like...
Like him
he
being
wouldn't
the
be
only one that
evil.
loves Tyrion.
Yeah. Exactly. That's, like, another example of it. It's just, like, he does have a heart. It's just, like... He's just too fucking pussy whipped with fucking Cersei.
You know. Fair enough.
But I really like Jaime.
For me, number 4 is Ramsay.
Wow. Ramsay, I don't like him at all.
I love Ramsay.
Would never touch anything on my list.
Ramsay is just so funny.
He is...
He's a funny asshole.
Quite the guy.
And he has a bunch of my favorite scenes.
Wow.
I
I don't think Ramsay has a single one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, him with the sausage is awesome.
That's one of your favorite
I love
scenes?
it. It's so funny.
Okay.
Fucking, like, the fact that he's, like, hunting with his girlfriend. I forgot her name.
Miranda.
Yeah, bitch. I'm glad she fell.
Did she fall or was she pushed?
Don't worry about it.
Reek. Imagine what they'll do to you if they catch you, Reek.
But yeah, no, him. I did not like the sex scene. I did not like that.
Which one?
The one where he essentially rapes Sansa.
Oh, that one?
I don't love that.
No, they were married, bro. They were married.
Yeah, but I
They
don't
were
think
married.
she wanted that, and then
Yeah, they
also
were married.
making Reek watch. It's fucking brutal. That's brutal.
What the fuck?
But yeah, no, I like a good villain where you want him to suffer, and he does it amazingly.
Fed to the hound.
And also, I love the Battle of the Bastards.
Battle of the Bastards is pretty great.
Obviously, there's a bunch of bullshit in that fight. Like a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah,
But it is so enjoyable.
I do want to talk about Rickon for a second. Just because, like, that dude and Osha, Tonks,
Yeah.
they, like, disappear for, like, 2 seasons. And then it's just like, oh, look, Ramsay, we caught them. They were walking in the woods and we caught them. Here you go. That was retarded.
However, it led to one of the best scenes of him being like, go to your brother.
Run to your brother. Go on.
And then him going.
Let's play a game.
And then him and you can tell this too. He's intentionally missing. And he's like playing with them.
They never made him out to be some kind of master bowman.
Well, they pinned him as a hunter. He's like
that's
hunting
true.
in the beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can assume he has good aim, especially since he gets them
That was really far.
directly in the middle of the chest, like
like
his back, and just fucking skewers him. No, it's some good shit, and you just he's a great hateable guy that is really entertaining to watch, especially when Yar's about to let Reek
Oh my
out,
god.
and he's
Brutal.
like, oh, I thought tonight was gonna be boring. Love that scene. It makes no sense. He lives.
It's retarded.
It makes
The whole
no
thing is
sense.
retarded.
He
He's not
lives.
even wearing a shirt.
I know. It's like I'm very biased here.
Oh my
I like
God.
I like evil,
Fun psycho
maniacal
evils, yes.
characters.
Well, you know, there is one of those on this list for me that I do like. It's not Ramsay though.
Yeah. Number 3.
Number 3, I have Tyrion.
Made into your top 3.
You did.
Even though...
In spite of the end. Like I said, I kind of wanted to base this list off, like, the first 6 seasons. And I know that, like, you said first 4, but I will remind you, it's not until season 5 that he says, I drink wine and I know things.
I know.
That's what I do.
That's why I said I cap it off at season 4. That's where he peaks.
That's the best line that he says in the whole show.
Yeah, as a meme.
It was amazing.
As a meme, sure. For sure.
So they're like, what do you do? He's like, I drink wine and I know things.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyrion in the first 4 seasons is the best character in the show.
And for sure. No, I agree with you.
I don't think that once he goes to Daenerys, he's like immediately terrible. I think it's kind of retarded how
he gets worse every time.
I think it's just like, Daenerys is just like, oh, you're here. Okay, you'll be my hand. It's like,
cool.
Whoa. like, why would you just let some random foreigner who happens to have a famous last name be your hand? But
Not only a famous last name, but your enemy.
Yeah, like, and I don't blame the Tyrion character for that. It's just like the whole show. It's the writing. It's those fucking goons, David and Dan.
D&D. But yeah, no, I can't put him higher. I can't. 5, 6, 7, and 8. He's brutal. It just
Definitely
gets worse.
Gets worse and worse.
Worse.
Yeah, like,
and worse.
Nothing will ever be worse than him like trying to reason with Cersei. He would have never. Season 4, Tyrion would never try to reason with Cersei.
No, he
knows what she is.
Sure, trick her to get a meeting with her to kill her.
I don't think he would try to kill her. I don't think he would want to kill her. I just don't think that he would ever try to make an alliance with her. Not even if it's because of the dead. But I digress.
Yeah.
What's your 3?
Ned Stark.
Wow.
The only Stark to make it in my top 10.
And he's only in, 9 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. He makes this show so awesome because of that rug pull.
I mean, the whole show is set up by things that he does.
And it's so good. And you see how corrupt the world is through his eyes. So him being the audience surrogate is fucking awesome. Also, Sean Bean. He's great. And, honestly, by now, you expect him to die in everything he's in.
Right.
But he's acted perfectly. You buy into his relationship with his family.
Everything that he does you buy into. It's just like, this fucking... It's just like, you ever, be around those people who are like, it's about the principle, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like, he's all about, the honor. It's the honor. It's just like... I think I got a little Cersei in me, or I'm just like, give me a fucking break. Remember when he hands her the piece of paper and she's like, is this meant to be your shield, Lord Stark? I'm kind of more in the Cersei mindset where it's just like, give me a fucking break.
Yeah, but that doesn't deter you from the character.
No, I know, and it's like,
I understand. He's supposed to be...
I understand.
Honor means nothing in Game of Thrones. It's just, you could be the most honorable character, but if you don't operate in a little bit of gray... you're going to die.
I'm not frustrated with the character because the character is consistent. It's just that type of character to me is frustrating because I don't think that way. But I'm actually glad that he's kept consistent.
Yeah, I'm glad that he dies.
And then it's
it's such a perfect ending to that character.
It makes sense because they actually do get him to dishonor himself by lying, but they do it because of Baelish. He's like, or no, it's Varys actually. Varys visits him in the cell. And he's like,
Baelish,
what about your daughter's life? And that's what gets him to lie.
It's good stuff. Yeah, no, I love Ned.
It checks out.
Ned is a big part of why season 1 is so great.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, he's the biggest reason why.
Yeah, and then obviously you have your Robert
Sir
Baratheon.
Bring me his head.
You got Joffrey in the background. All the young actors that are getting introduced with Kit Harington. Fucking not Sansa. I don't like Sansa at all.
I'm not really.
I've never liked Sansa.
I'm not really much of a Sansa person.
I've never liked Sansa.
She can keep her sewing needles. I've got a needle of my own.
But Arya was great. I like her training.
The dancing master.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Farrell. First sort of bravo, Serial Farrell.
It's so good, and it's like subtle world building because it's very contained in season 1.
No, it is. It is.
But
contained.
you hear about these things
Exactly.
and it's
How about when he
great.
like takes on like 10 members of the Kingsguard with a freaking wooden sword?
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Yeah.
And then the one guy just like cuts his sword in half. It's just like, oh damn, that's how this is gonna end.
And I also love that who leads to his downfall is Jaime and Baelish.
Jaime fucking stabs him in his like Achilles. It's
Yeah,
brutal.
and then Baelish just fucking betrays him completely.
One of Jaime's men does, and then Jaime got pissed actually because Jaime wanted to kill him, but once that guy stabbed him, then it was like, well, they're not even fighting anymore, so you can't really kill him without it being
just an execution at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I love Ned Stark. I think he's a great start to the series and what made it to be as great as it was.
Yeah.
Up
He's
until the
one
end.
of those characters who's like, I wish I got more of him.
Yeah, but you understand why.
It is what it
he didn't.
is. Yeah, it had to be the way. I mean,
Also, he was never affected by later seasons. Woohoo!
and that's kind of part of the power too, where it's like you want more of him, but that's why it's so good because you don't get more of him. It makes you want more of him.
Yeah,
And it's like if you actually got more of him, then maybe you wouldn't like him as much.
true. But yeah, number 2.
So
Understood.
my remaining characters are not tainted by the later seasons. That is why I was able to put them at the top, because I feel like they are perfect and then they die before it becomes shit.
Mm-hmm.
And my number 2 is my beloved Joffrey.
So we both agree on number 1. We both agree on number 1.
We're not there yet, sir.
I know, but I'm just gonna keep that in my back pocket.
Yeah.
So we can glaze that character to
Yeah.
oblivion. But yeah, no, I knew Joffrey would be on your list.
Joffrey.
Sure. You love Joffrey.
I love Joffrey. Is so funny. Joffrey is like one of the funniest characters I've ever seen in anything. And if that makes me like evil, so be it. It's a TV show. I don't actually want to do those things in real life. And then I saw a clip of that guy, and he was like talking to students at like a university, and he was like,
Oh yeah, Jack Gleason.
"Yeah, he's like, this role made me not even want to act anymore."
Oh yeah, he got so many death threats.
He's like, I don't even enjoy acting anymore. I'm just like, damn. It's like, that's how you know they did a good fucking job. Like Heath Ledger, if he fucking killed himself, that's how you know he did a good job. This guy, he doesn't even want to act anymore. That's how you know he did a good fucking job. What a job he did.
Yeah, no, Joffrey is entertaining.
Joffrey is just evil for the sake of being evil. He's one of those guys who was just born with everything and told that he could do whatever he wanted every day of his life. His dad, who wasn't really his dad.
Stop fidgeting with those.
Sorry.
I'm actually just gonna keep picking it up.
Robert Baratheon probably didn't do shit to help him. And it's just like, at his core, Joffrey is just a pathetic little pussy.
It's pathetic little pussy
Like, remember-
incest baby.
Remember the scene with the butcher's boy when they're by the river and Arya ends up like getting the sword and like holding it up to his neck, and because before he's like, "I'll gut you, you little cunt," and then she like gets the sword and then she's holding it next to his neck and he's like, "No, please don't," and it's just like, that's the real Joffrey. He's a fucking coward. And then it's like the battle.
He's all bark, no bite.
Exactly, the battle at the Blackwater when Lancel Lannister, he comes and he's like, the Queen has requested you to come, and he's like, is it urgent business? And Tyrion's like, Your Grace, you should stay on the battlefield. He's just like, my mother has urgent business. It's like,
No, you're just a bitch.
he's such a fucking pussy. But it's just, it's comedic, to me at least.
I mean,
Even
I
the way
agree with you.
even when he dies, I think that's funny too. I'm happy to. I'm disappointed to see him die because I want to see more of him. But at the same time, I'm happy to see him die because I don't like him. I find him very amusing, and I like the character But, like, I'm happy to see him die in extreme pain, for sure.
Yeah, no, we feel the same about two different characters that are both sadistic assholes for the sake of being sadistic assholes.
I guess essentially, all right. I don't understand the way that you feel about Ramsey, but when you put it like that, I think I do understand it.
I mean, Joffrey just beats the fuck and crossbows some fucking whores. Just because it's fun, and he can.
Well, I think the number one reason that he does that is because Tyrion hired them. I think he did that to make Tyrion upset.
Yeah, but he still did it. Those girls didn't do anything.
Hit her. Harder.
Here, use this.
Like, what the fuck? And he's just standing there holding a crossbow.
And he's
like, harder!
He's smiling more and more. It's fucking evil. But yeah, I'm not surprised to see that on your list. He'd probably be number 12 for me.
Fair enough.
But my number 2 is Jaime Lannister.
Wow. I'm glad.
I think he almost had a perfect arc.
I love Jaime.
If he stayed with Brienne and stayed in Winterfell and did not go run back to Cersei, he would have had a perfect arc.
So you don't think that it makes sense that he went back to Cersei?
No!
Oh, I think it makes sense.
Not from the dialogue that happened before. That makes no sense. Zero fucking sense. Why would you go back to Cersei? You had your redemption. You're done. That's piss poor writing.
Oh, I think that's makes
terrible.
Sense. I mean, I say things I don't mean all the time.
Or
it's like this is the person that you. This is the one person.
I never cared about the innocent. Like, what? I never cared about them, innocent or otherwise. Like, I don't. What the fuck? Like,
Didn't they say that in one of the earlier seasons?
That was season 7.
Oh, season 7.
Yeah. No, that was a big hiccup. And then the Cersei running back to Cersei
I think that makes
no sense.
She has his baby in her stomach. They've been lovers their whole lives. They've been together their whole lives. I think it makes sense that he went back to her.
That's so stupid.
You think it's stupid that he's been in love with this woman his entire life?
Especially with the earlier dialogue in season 8 itself. In that season, he was essentially saying, I am in for the living. She's not. I'm done with her. And fights for the living.
Yeah, but you act as if there's never been a guy who said he's done with a girl and then he went back to her.
No, but it's stupid in a show. This is the last fucking season. You don't do that shit. You ruined the arc. You ruined the redemption arc. You completely ruined the redemption arc.
No, I don't see it that way.
Then that's you're a goober then.
No, I think it was a good redemption arc, and then honestly, I would be critical if he didn't go back to Cersei.
That's wild.
I would be critical.
That's anti-redemption arc. Going back to Cersei, the most evil person in the world. I'm not worried
about. I'm like, what would this character do? Based on everything I know about this character, what would they actually do?
That at the point of the story,
honestly,
he wouldn't.
It's more surprising that he would go to Winterfell and fight for them than it is that he would go back to Cersei. To me,
that's ridiculous.
I don't think it is.
With a redemption arc, that's exactly what would happen.
Yeah, but you're saying redemption arc as if it's like just a general thing rather than specific to this character. It's specific to this character.
Yeah, and he's been going through a redemption arc from like season 3 on.
Okay.
And why wouldn't... Yeah, that makes complete sense.
He was fucking Cersei from season 3 on.
No, season 1 on.
Season 1 on.
Season 1 to season...
Whatever, I was just...
When did he rape her over the corpse? 5?
Well, that was when Joffrey was dead, so it must have been season 4.
5.
Joffrey died in season 4.
Oh, yeah, it was beginning of season 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be 4, and then...
Well, they clearly fucked after that because she was pregnant. That was not Euron Greyjoy's baby, I guarantee you that.
Or maybe it was during that scene.
No. How could it have been during that scene if it was in season 4 and she was pregnant in season 8? That does not check out.
No. No, it doesn't.
Either way, I think that the way it played out with Jaime makes sense.
Okay, well, I disagree completely.
And that's fine.
But yeah,
that's
great. Jaime's great.
As long as the majority of people agree with me, we're all good.
Well, The majority of the internet doesn't, so...
Do you speak for the majority of the internet?
No, I speak for myself. It's just, I've watched videos on Game of Thrones, and the majority of people will say one of the most disgraceful things that Season 7 and 8 do is what they do with Jaime's character.
I think that's crazy.
And that is a strong consensus, other than Tyrion. Tyrion's
I can't
the
defend
largest.
Tyrion. I won't try to defend
Tyrion's the largest consensus. That is the most ruined character in the show.
Well, I think the second is Jon Snow.
That would be also consensus. This would be number 3 usually.
Okay.
Would be Jaime.
Like again, I'm not gonna criticize Daenerys because she
was never great.
I still don't think it makes sense how they surrender and she keeps doing that shit. That still doesn't make sense to me. But I feel like there are a lot more flaws than those associated with Daenerys specifically. Although, no, she's still pretty. She still gets fucked up pretty bad.
Yeah. But yeah,
we'll get more.
I love Jaime.
Holy shit, we're over an hour already, and we're not even done with the fucking characters.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be easier to talk about 8 seasons of television than like top 10 characters.
Is it?
Yeah, especially when we agree with number 1 and we're about to fly through this. What's number 1, man?
Because you're a Lannister.
Tywin, baby! He's the best character in the show.
You want to just... There's only one character that every scene that he's in...
He commands presence.
He's perfect. There is that one scene after they win the battle at the Blackwater, and he like comes in, and Cersei's like about to kill Tommen with the drink, and he's like, "The battle is over, we've won." I feel like that scene was a little corny.
That's the only one. Yeah.
That's the only one. Outside of that, it's like Tywin Lannister is the fucking man.
Like his introduction of him, like fucking skinning the stag. Yeah. Being symbolic of him about to just...
He's just a fucking tough guy.
But no, that's like symbolic in him just being like, yeah, I'm about to decimate the Baratheons.
Pretty much.
But like him just doing that, and then his dialogue with Jaime in season 1, and then he's the only character to be like, listen to Cersei speak and be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude, he literally says to her, he's like, you're not nearly as smart as you think you are.
It's so good. It's so good. If he didn't get killed by Tyrion, then he would have won.
Well, the one thing I don't understand is...
Because Daenerys would have been slaughtered by him.
He makes Tyrion the Hand of the King, and then Tyrion does a good job as the Hand. And then when he comes in, him taking over as the Hand makes sense. But the way he kind of just, like, casts Tyrion aside again.
In a dungeon.
And it's like, I get that you never were very fond of this individual, but he did a good job in your stead, and you can't even give him credit for that.
I mean, he does give him credit. He's like, you are the smartest, but I still don't like you.
You who killed your mother to come into this world.
Yeah, he goes, it fucking pains... He's like, it pains me.
It's brutal, man.
That you are the most like me.
Well, that's like freaking... What's her face? Cersei thinks that she's the most like him, but she's just... Tywin is not psychotic at all.
No.
He's strategic, and...
I mean, me and Riley have had conversation about Tywin, that he's not evil.
Tywin will act without honor. Like,
yes.
The Red Wedding was there was certainly a lack of honor in that.
One would say that.
You know what? That whole thing started because Robb Stark wasn't loyal to his promise. So he was the first one to break the honor.
Oh, yeah, there was the dominoes.
Yeah.
And it led to the final fall. Yeah, no, Tywin is the smartest character in the show. Hands down. He is the scariest character in the show. But not because he's evil, because all he cares about is his family's legacy.
Yeah, remember that one scene where they're just all bickering about like the strategy, and he just doesn't say anything, and then finally he's like, "They have my son!" And it's just like, it's like you could hear a pin drop. Like everything stops.
Yeah, because he's scary.
He's just
But all he cares about is his family's legacy. He doesn't want to
Yeah.
look weak.
No, he says that to Arya. He's like, do you know what legacy means, girl? Even when he first meets Arya, he's like, this one's a girl.
Are you stupid?
Yeah. Why are you just as a boy? Safer to travel, my lord. Smart one.
girl. Yeah. No,
Like, his scenes with Arya are great.
oh, it's awesome. But yeah.
His scenes with everybody are great.
Yeah, that's gonna be our list. We can just go on and on about how amazing Tywin is. But
Yeah,
we have a season of television to talk about.
sucks that he dies on the can, but it's like kind of justified. I gotta pee before we get into this other shit. But Tywin. What a character. What an actor, Charles Dance.
Charles Dance is awesome. He's in
Immortal.
the Alien franchise.
Really?
Alien 3, the worst one.
He's in the worst one.
He's in the worst one, but he's not the reason it's the worst one. He's pretty great, and then he dies. But yeah. Yeah, that's going to be our top 10 characters. I have honorable mentions. Jon Snow, Joffrey Baratheon, Arya Stark, and Jorah Mormont. So yeah, that's going to be our list. If you have a list of yourself and you like Game of Thrones, please leave it in the comments down below.
Oh shit.
But we are about to get into
That's kind of funny.
the ranking of the seasons. So if you have a ranking of the seasons yourself, please put it down in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys, and I'll answer every comment that comes through. But if you haven't watched Game of Thrones, I recommend it, even though the back half is rough. Still a great show and still deserves a good watch. And also, it just has so many great characters. It's just entertaining. It's a great show. But yeah.
Wiener.
Yeah.
Yo, I totally realized mid-piss that I was wearing my microphone. Well, pissed. And I was also singing Wiener.
I know.
And I looked down and I was like, oh, that's funny.
You know what's even funnier?
I looked right at my mic and I was like, oh, that's
I gave my entire spiel about being like, leave your list down below, and I forgot you had your mic still.
Wait, well, I don't even know what you just said.
Don't
Was
worry.
that English?
No, yeah, it was. You're a special ed kid.
Dude, we gotta watch the footage back. I swear to God, you
Oh,
just talk gibberish. You
no.
want another one?
Yeah, sure.
You're not even done with that one. No wine, girl. We'll be here for some time.
But yeah, we're gonna go into our top seasons and we're gonna rank them. So let's talk about number 8.
Number 8.
Why is number 8?
Number 8 is number 8.
Yeah, why is number 8 so bad? Well, it's character assassination galore. It's plot armor galore. It's stupid dialogue galore.
Stupid
And
everything.
the only positive I can give it is what I said earlier, is the best looking season. It looks great.
Yeah, those are.
It's just all the substance. It's unfortunate.
So that one episode, the one before the when everybody's contemplating their impending doom, that episode is great.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
There are portions of the Long Night episode that I do enjoy. There is some cool action in there.
I like the look of the dragon.
Oh,
The death dragon?
the evil dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now that you bring that up, I'm gonna wait until we get to season 7. I have a lot of issues with that.
It's okay. We'll get there.
Maybe
I'm sure
we will go
soon.
through this fast. I guess I don't have a lot to say.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say that has not already been said about season 8.
Yeah, I mean, Daenerys had to die, but
It was
maybe if
stupid.
she just wasn't like such a psycho,
It's
they surrendered. They surrendered. Why did it have to?
They rang the bell. But yeah.
Like Cersei had to die, but why did you have to destroy everything?
Yeah, it's just stupid.
And then
But it looked great! It looked so cool. That's it.
yeah,
But
and then Arya somehow didn't die.
yeah. But yeah. I don't really have much else to say about 8.
Yeah,
What's
I'd rather not think about it. I don't want to watch. Like, I think the next time I watch the Game of Thrones, I'm going to stop after season 6.
That's fair. Number 7.
Number 7.
I disagree.
Really?
Number 5.
Why number 5?
I can respect here. I'll go into this because you seem like you got some shit to say about 7. I don't have much to say about 5. 5 is the epitome of a setup season, and in the most boring way. And also, you kill fucking Sir Barristan. So I mean that's the worst way possible.
That makes you dislike the season that they kill him?
No, it like contributes to why.
We forgot to
I
talk
don't
about
like it.
that too when we were praising Joffrey. How about that? You're too old to protect anyone.
That's great. I think Sir Barristan is a great character.
He is a great character.
And then
How
then
about
they do that.
in season 1 when they're telling the war story? Robert Baratheon, he's such a great character.
No, but like it bothers.
Kingslayer, get in here. We're telling war stories.
But yeah, it bothers me in the fact that like I've watched the book, like people talk about the book.
You
and
watched
stuff.
the book?
No,
What was that like watching the book? What
Can you
was
shut
that
the
like?
fuck up? But like people were talking about the difference from the book, and that scene that doesn't exist.
Oh really?
He
Completely
doesn't die.
fabricated?
He doesn't die at all.
Then why did that actor
They
get
did it
cancer or
because
something?
no, that actor was annoyed by that change, so D&D was like, oh, it made us want to kill him even more.
What?
Yeah,
That's retarded.
I know.
All right, well, now that you've
That
opened
annoys
my
me
mind
even
to
more.
some more
Yeah.
details.
It annoys me even more.
That is frustrating.
But yeah, no, it's a snoozer season, and we get a lot of faceless men.
What are some of the specific things that, like, some of the most like significant things that happen in that season? Dorne. Oh yeah. You want the good girl, but you need a bad pussy.
And then she goes, ah.
Yo,
Like, oh my god.
when he sings, he's good at singing though. When
I
he's,
will
like,
say
in the
that.
prison cell and he sings that song.
No, but like you pair up a very great duo in Bronn and Jaime, and I fucking despise watching them on screen in that season.
Really?
It was so fucking boring.
Yeah,
Nothing fucking
that's
happens. You're at Dorne, and you're trying to explore Dorne, especially after their fucking leader dies.
That guy in the wheelchair was a fucking doorman. He was
Yeah, it's like, what the hell? And then you do get that great scene when they're coming back from Dorne with Jaime and his daughter.
and she's fucking
You get that,
dead.
and then she dies. See, that's great. It's setup. It's just an entire season of setup. And it's brutal.
What is that even setting up?
Payoff in season 6.
What, of Cersei killing everyone?
Cersei in the Septum explosion, Battle of the Bastards.
How is that setting up Battle of the Bastards? Oh, you're
'Cause
talking
they're-
about other things in the season.
Yeah, no,
I got you.
it's
Oh, the Sansa stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
It's setting.
So that's when Sansa... Because, like, all those seasons
holy-
kind of blend together a little bit. So that's the season where Sansa's married to Ramsay.
Ramsay.
Okay.
And that's when she marries Ramsay.
Yeah, that does set
and
up the Battle
that's
of the Bastards.
also when fucking man, I'm blanking hard on names. Stannis.
Oh, Stannis?
It's just like John.
I don't
It's
like
like
Stannis.
no, but like it's like,
At
hey
any
John,
point.
I need your help, John.
I can't stand Stannis.
Oh no, you don't want help? Okay. 2 episodes later. Hey John.
Wait, season
hey John.
5.
I need your help, John.
Season 5 has Hardhome in it, right? I love that episode.
Yes.
I love that episode.
See that I do, but it's one episode.
Yeah.
Everything else
That episode is fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then I also love that John dies.
Yeah, that's... Oh, Thorne. That guy's such a cunt.
But like
Alistair Thorne.
so you get that stuff, but it's still set up. It's still just set
Yeah,
up.
it was just like... How is John, like, gonna stay dead? Is that?
Yeah, like you're not gonna.
You know what? I mean, they killed Rob Stark. They killed.
Yeah, so it's believable in that regard, but then
Ned, they killed so
and then
many people.
Like if they kept him dead for longer, it would have been fine, and I wouldn't have a problem with it. But it, like what you say, it was like 3 episodes later, or 2.
Yeah, well, I think the last episode of season 5 he dies, and then the second episode of season 6 he's brought back to life. So he was really only dead for 1 episode.
Yeah, that's like so dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just leads to a great season.
The Red Woman kind of gets a little bit of like Rey treatment in her own way, where it's just like she just has these new powers that she can call upon when she needs to.
I mean, to be fair, she did give birth to a demon that killed fucking.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I liked Renly.
Renly, yeah. I was like Remy? No, it's not.
I feel like Renly would have actually been a good king.
Yeah, too bad he was killed by a fucking Deus Ex Machina fucking demon.
What does that mean? I've heard that so much.
Oh, it's just a contrived way to insert this random plot point. Just to get rid of something.
Oh, okay.
It just, I've
heard that. Deus Ex Machina?
Deus.
Whatever the fuck the expression is. I've heard that so many times, I don't know what it means.
Yeah, it's a way of saying something happened in a very contrived way.
Okay.
And that was super contrived. That's the only time it happened. Mm-hmm. You never get another birth demon.
Yeah,
again.
It's like, she's like, you're too weak to do it. So then that's why they get what's his name, Gendry, and then they take his blood. Remember? Mm-hmm. And then Stannis is like, Robb Stark, and then he throws the blood into the flames, and then he's like, Joffrey Baratheon, and throws it into the flames, and then there was another one. Who was the other one? Oh, it was Greyjoy, I think, right? Theon's dad. And then they all died. And then Robert is like, it worked. Or not Robert.
It could have it could have been because of that, or it could have been just pure coincidence.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, anyway, no, I don't love season 5. However, it has its moments. See, I only hate season 8.
Okay, I hate season 7.
And I know that.
Yeah.
And I hate a bunch of stuff that happens in 7, but as a whole, there's some great fucking episodes. And I'll get into that.
I do like when Arya gets back to Winterfell and they have like the reunion. Although I think it's really like I hate how they're like they make it seem like Littlefinger is tricking Sansa into turning against Arya. And it's just like, the way that they do that is stupid.
I mean, like I said, I really hate what they do with Littlefinger in Season 7.
But that's not even, like, Season 7 to me is just when all the cracks form that shatter in Season 8. Tyrion in Season 7 is a fucking doornail.
Yep.
He's a fucking moron.
Every single plan he has in Season 7 is the most stupid thing. But Daenerys is like, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, literally.
What?
Literally, Daenerys is just like, I'm going to take his advice on everything. And then, in the next season, I'm just going to hate him for giving me shit ideas and then me saying that they're good ideas. Mm-hmm. It's like, you're just as much to blame as him. Yeah, the whole Beyond the Wall thing.
See, I do hate that.
Unforgivable.
Episode. Yeah, I agree.
Unforgivably retarded.
Yep.
We're going to convince Cersei to help us because we're going to show her a zombie. And in the process, we're going to lose a dragon. And also, oh my god. When was the last time you watched the Beyond the Wall episode? Recently? You've seen that?
Yeah.
So, everybody's getting on the dragon. And for no reason, Jon Snow like, just keeps killing the whites.
Just like, I can't yet.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's so bad. It's
Why?
fucking terrible. He just like keeps going further and further away. And then they leave him there. And then Uncle Benjamin pulls up and he's like, Jon, get on the horse. And then he like kills himself so Jon can get... It's like retarded. It's like so retarded. It's like
you know, horses can just like have two people.
That might be worse than the bells.
No.
For me, I think I might hate the Beyond the Wall episode more than any other episode of the whole show. It's so bad.
I think it goes bells and then Beyond the Wall.
It's so bad
because it leads to a pretty great episode.
What you mean when they all meet?
Yes,
that is cool.
See,
but it was set up by fucking nonsense.
I know, and it taints a great episode. But also you get in season 7 you get the I want Cersei to know it was me.
Yeah.
You get that. You get an amazing fight with the full circle moment of you don't want to face the Dothraki in an open field.
Wait,
and then you get the Dothraki.
You were just talking about it. It took me a second. That was the Tyrell, the grandmother. What was her name? That
Olenna.
Olenna Tyrell. Yeah, that was really good when she's like, she drinks the poison and then she's like, it was me. I killed Joffrey.
I want.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
Please tell Cersei it was me. I want her to know.
Yeah, that was a great.
It's so good. But yeah, that episode was great. Stupid Jaime didn't die. It's also a Deus Ex Machina type moment.
And also, season 7 is when Bran being a piece of shit who cares about nothing starts, and I can't stand that. It's like, okay, I can understand how all these things that happen to you would numb you a little bit to the world around you because you spend more time in the past, but it's like, it's pretty obvious that they just said Bran, or actor who plays Bran, emote as little as humanly possible.
Yep.
And it was awful.
See, that's why I don't like season 5.
He's not even like he would be happy to see his family again at the very least. Like, come on.
And also, that's what hurts season 5 a lot. A lot of people, they're like, yeah, Bran's not even in season 5. Mm-hmm. And I think that hurts the character a lot.
Yeah.
Because, like, you lose a whole season of development to just appear in season 6.
Yeah, Bran.
Which, season 6, Bran, peak.
Well,
that's peak Bran. That's some good shit.
That's when he.
That's
like,
you
actually,
get the Hodor shit.
You get all
everything.
the cool shit revealed.
But I mean,
the Jon Snow.
I'll wait for
the Hodor.
Yeah,
I'll
wait. I'll wait. I'm talking about season 6, but but also by the way, my number 6 season is season 7, so it's not very high up at all.
Yeah.
And I agree.
Well,
with
my number
everything
6 is season 5, so I have that next. I think that season 7 does things that are unforgivable. I don't think season 5 does things that are unforgivable.
No, it's just I'd rather see spectacle and great episodes rather than being mostly bored the entire season.
Yeah, okay. I know what you mean.
And
it's
also,
like a lot of mid versus like really high and really low.
Yeah.
Because season 7 does have some really high moments.
Well, yeah, I love Harhome. And I'll agree with you with that.
That's season 5.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'll agree with you that Harhome is great.
Yeah, that episode is that's like the first episode where you really get the dead.
With him like, using the dragon. Valerian. No, it's Valerian steel. Yeah. And blocking for the first time while they're just decimating swords.
Yeah, that was really cool. He didn't even know.
But like also, the music drowns out and you just hear ding.
Yeah, the editing is really good.
It's so good. It's really good. But that's about it.
Yeah.
And then obviously I like the Jon Snow stuff. Him looking at the sign that says traitor.
Oh, that's brutal. They're like your Uncle
and
Benji.
Ollie doing the last stab,
bro.
Oh. It's so good.
Yeah.
But then you realize it's not as impactful as it should be.
No, because it was.
But it also leads to one of the most brutal scenes of him just hanging all the trading people that betrayed him,
including fucking Ollie.
Yeah, and that's a great scene.
And the look on Ollie's face.
But once again, I gotta stop talking about season 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I can't. There's not much I can say about season 7 or 5 that wasn't already said.
All right, yeah, likewise. So let's just move on.
All right.
To our number 5.
What is this number?
My number 5.
Yeah.
Is season 6.
Mine would be season 2.
Really?
It's a hot take.
Yeah, Wow.
It's a hot take.
It's a really hot take. That's boiling.
However, here's the thing. Every single season from this point on, I love it.
Okay.
I love every season.
Okay.
It's just this one I love the least. And that's because, honestly, it's a bit slower paced. And it doesn't hurt the season. But compared to how fast-paced the other 4 are...
Well, I think Season 2 is faster paced than Season 1. Season 1 is the slowest paced season, I would say, out of all of them.
But there's so much going on.
It's just a lot to digest.
And just Season 2, they start to condense stuff.
I will say, in Season 2,
so
some of the Night's Watch stuff I don't really care for as much. I do.
Yeah, I
I do
agree.
really like
I
Gior
don't-
Mormont, the Lord Commander.
And I love what happens to him at the end of season 2. The fact that he allows John to kill him to gain the trust of the wildlings.
Oh well, that's Corin Halfhand. That's a different character.
Oh yeah, you said Jorah?
No, I said Gior Mormont, the Lord Commander. He's Jorah's dad. Remember?
Yeah, I'm saying that right then. Yeah, he does.
He's not the one who sacrifices himself. He lets John kill him. That's the Halfhand.
When they're like captured.
Yeah, that's the Halfhand.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I just rewatched that not too long ago. Too.
No, Gior goes back to Craster's Keep.
He gets
and then they
betrayed
turn
and
on
crap.
him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I get those two confused because they look very similar. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't really think so, but sure.
But no, I like a lot of what they do. Obviously, I love this season. It's just this season is tainted by being unfortunate from further seasons. Because like Stannis is great in this season.
I don't think
But
Stannis is great in any season.
I think he's great in season 2. And obviously he's the most badass with the fucking Battle of Blackwater.
I could agree that season 2 is the best Stannis that we get.
Yes, yeah, and
I just
it's
don't
so
like
unfortunate
Stannis.
that he keeps on getting worse.
Yeah, he does keep getting worse.
And it's it's like exponential.
It's
It
just
keeps
like
getting
by
worse.
the end, it's like, yes, Brienne, just fucking kill him already.
Like, please, just put us out of our misery.
Yeah, nobody.
And we don't even get the satisfaction of getting.
Stannis
it's
lives
shown.
for so long. Jesus.
Yeah.
We get barely any Robert, barely any Renly. I like them both way better than fucking Stannis.
I agree. No, his brothers are much more interesting, and then we are left with Stannis, which makes sense with the story, but like
Right.
it makes
And Tom
entertainment stance.
Tom told me that like book Stannis is like a really
menace, yeah.
beloved character. And I'm just like fucking show Stannis. I just don't have any like when he's on the screen.
Same thing
I'm like,
with
I like
fucking
Davos.
Greyjoy. Whatever his name is.
When Sir Davos is on the screen, I'm like locked
I'm
in.
locked in. Yeah, I love Davos.
But the Stannis stuff without Davos, I mean, I do like me some Red Woman, but you know that's for other reasons, I guess.
Oh yeah, me too. I love the Red Woman. Melisandre, come here, my liege. I will be your king. You can do whatever you want to me. But yeah, no. Season 2, it is the least loved out of my loved seasons.
All right.
Unfortunately, I have a lot more entertainment value with the other 4.
So I have season 6 in this spot,
That's fine.
and
Because season 6 is my next spot.
I mean, to me, the first 4 seasons are the best 4 seasons.
I think I will agree with you. For me, season 6 would be in there. It'd be like a perfect 6 season run. If 5 didn't just suck, it was just so fucking boring. Yeah, it just season 5 is just that big blemish.
And I think that's part of why season 6 is good too, is because you were saying how the Arya shit is bad, but Arya is still in Braavos in season 6, but it's better.
Yeah, because she's assassinating people.
Right.
They're sending her out into the field instead of sweeping the fucking
yeah.
floor.
No, because in season 5 she's just like blind and cleaning shit, but then in season 6, like she has that whole part where she goes to like the play and all that, and it's really good stuff.
Although it does lead to one of the most stupid scenes of her getting gutted by the Wraith and then somehow living.
Yeah, that I don't understand. I also don't understand why she chooses not to kill that actress woman. Like, I get that she was nice to her. I guess maybe she reminded her of her mother.
Yeah, I think she just deemed her not worthy of death.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't deserve this fate because she was like a kind soul. Which I get it, especially since she's still a kid.
Yeah, Arya wants to kill very specific people.
Well, yeah, she has her fucking hit list.
And that kind of bothered me too. They never explained why that woman had to die.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the faceless men are just Just do it. Don't ask questions.
And why does Jack and Hagar talk like that? A girl, a man, whatever. I don't even know what the fuck he says. It's just like the way he talks is like retarded. It's like,
I agree.
Like a girl must help a man, and a man will give a girl 3 names. Whatever the fuck he even said.
Yeah.
She's like, why does he talk like that? He sounds retarded.
But yeah, why? Do you love season 6? Is that love season, or do you just like it? Because for me, I love season 6.
Like, I feel like season 6, it's harder for me to like pinpoint exactly what content is in season 6. Maybe if I look at the episode list, it'll help a little bit.
So season 6, it's Battle of the Bastards.
Right, that's at the end.
The Septum explosion.
You know what? Say no more. I don't love anything with like once the High Sparrow is involved. I don't love.
Season 5.
Well, he's in season 6 too.
Not a lot.
Oh, he's still in it.
You get a lot more Jon and Sansa.
I can't
like plotting to kill Ramsay.
Well, Sansa doesn't reunite with Jon until like later on in the season, right?
I think it's halfway.
But yeah, I can't stand the High Sparrow and the religious people. Lancel Lannister was such a funny meme, and then he disappears forever, and then he comes back, and he's like a psycho fucking religious fuck.
Yeah, and then he crawls to the fucking wildfire.
Sir Loras, free Sir Loras, bro. That was brutal. They like carve his forehead, and then he just dies right after.
Oh, anyways. He got freed.
And Marjorie, oh man, free Marjorie, bro. That was brutal. When she has the epiphany and she's like, everyone needs to leave. Like,
it's a great scene.
Cersei and Tommen are not here. Why do you think that
I love that Tommen's just like, oh,
and then he just,
my wife died.
Yeah, no, literally. And then Cersei doesn't even like grieve him. She's like, he was selfish. He abandoned me. It's like, bruh, Cersei.
Yeah, no, she became very evil. But you understand why she's so evil. Because
she's got more Joffrey in her than Tommen, though, for sure.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
But yeah, no, I was so entertained by season 6. And also you finally, you get the decimation of those fucking pieces of shit that were annoying the fuck out of me. What are they called? Sons of the Harpy?
Oh,
you
the
finally
people with the gold mask?
Yes, you finally get them killed. All of them. And it's so satisfying.
Which season was it? That was season 5, I think, when Jorah was like a slave and he like fought his way back. That was like retarded. I thought it was... The whole thing with Jorah getting like banished was like retarded.
See, that's also a good episode from season 5
like,
is the Dance of the Dragons.
Yeah, but it's just like, okay, so they found out that you were spying on Daenerys. Why don't you tell her that you realized that you wanted to be on her side very early on, and then you protected her and you stopped spying? Why didn't you?
I'm pretty sure he did say that. It's just
he did a really poor job.
Very shit.
He did a really bad job.
Charisma check.
I'm sorry, dude. Like I feel like what he needed to roll a 10.
Yeah,
and he rolled a fucking nat 1, bro.
He rolled a 1.
Like, come on.
Yeah, no, see, that's another episode that was good in season,
maybe you just needed
season 5. The Dance of the Dragon episode in the Coliseum.
Yeah, that was cool. When the dragon... the one dragon. The dragon that fucking left, yeah. He pulls up.
Yeah, no.
And then it gets a little retarded, though, because then he just flies away, and then Daenerys is just, like, stuck in a field, and the dragon's like, I want to sleep now. And then Daenerys becomes, like, a slave, and then she, like, burns the building down. So it kills all the Khals, so then all the remaining Dothraki are just loyal to her. It's, like, a little retarded, the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I tend to tune out a lot of Daenerys plotlines. Until
Daenerys,
the dragons are involved, I'm like, yeah! Or if she's, unclothed.
Daenerys is just not one of the better characters.
No,
really
but that's not Emilia Clarke's fault.
No,
she is good in acting wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just unfortunate what she is given as plot points.
Right, and it's like some of those elements are just innate to the character, and it's not necessarily a problem. It's more as the show goes on. Even in the earlier seasons, like, I feel like in the earlier seasons, the whole story is like interconnected, and then Daenerys just feels kind of isolated from the rest of it. So it's just like it kind of pulls you out of everything to go explore what Daenerys is doing a little bit.
Yeah. But anyway, number 3. For me, it's number 3.
Wait, did we say number 4 yet?
Oh, I said number 6 for me was number 4. My bad. What's your number 4?
Wait, so we did 5 though? We did number 5?
Yeah, number 5 was mine 2 and yours.
Yeah, mine was 6. Okay, my number 4 is season 3.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
that's my number 3.
Okay, wait, so what was your 4?
That would be number 6.
Oh, yeah. So my 4 is season 3, and it's your 3. So let's talk about it.
I love that season. It's just, you know, the ones I haven't said are just so much better.
Again, I gotta look
consistent.
through this shit. Like, what are the main things that happen in season 3?
You
struggle
have
with pinpointing the like. I just need some.
All right, so season
details
3
to give me a
is the Red
reminder.
Wedding.
Oh yeah, that's toward the end of the season.
Season 3
yeah.
is
Jamie
getting his hand cut off.
Oh yeah, that's really really good.
Season 3 is Arya and the Hound.
Okay, so Jon is living among the wildlings.
Yeah, and that's awesome. It's so good. I love season 3.
What do you think of them climbing the wall? Is that like retarded or is it cool? I'm still not sure.
I'm mixed on that.
Because it's like, is that even really possible?
I don't think so.
To climb a wall like that. Although I mean, I guess if somebody built that shit, then they could climb it. I guess.
Yeah.
Those two things seem equally likely to me. It's like 500 feet high of just pure ice, and it goes like as far as the Great Wall of China, but it's like 500 feet high.
Yeah. No, I don't know. But season 3, it's just so good, and also it has literally the biggest rug pull of the entire show.
Yeah.
Being the Red Wedding.
Oh, the worst part about that is like Arya's right there. She's right there.
She's so close.
She's
And
right
then the Hound's like,
there.
we have to go, girl.
Oh my.
I'm like, they're lost. They're dead. We have to go. They'll kill you too. It's so tense. But like,
so brutal.
but like the entire time, Evan Loki kind of ruined it a little bit, but I still got the same reaction. I think you were there too.
I don't remember.
Because he kept on telling me, when we get to this certain episode, remember the music. Remember the music. Just remember the music.
Why would he even?
But it's not like
I wouldn't bring attention to.
But like, it's not
that.
even one time. He said it 10 times easy.
So
And
it's like as soon as you started to hear the music, because
then
there's a jarring switch in the
Yes.
sound.
Yeah,
where like
it
a
drowns out for a
somber
second and
tone
then
starts.
goes.
Yeah, like this.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
So it's like as soon as you heard the
dun.
music, you were just like, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, and I was like that, and then he gave me this look,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay.
Fuck off, dude. I just want to watch.
However, though, I was not prepared for what was about to happen.
How could you be?
So it's interesting, because, like, I knew about the Red Wedding.
And you still didn't put
However,
it together?
though, I didn't know who dies, who's
Oh.
involved.
There are
what's
quite a
going
few
on.
weddings.
All I kept on hearing about is the Red Wedding. It's fucking jarring.
Yeah.
It happens, and your jaw will be just like, which mine was.
My dick's on the floor.
I'm pretty sure you were there because because it was at my old place, and I was sitting on the reclining chair, and I was like, just dumbstruck. And then there was a few murders, and then a fucking guard running up or like walking up briskly to Rob's wife, and just I was like, oh,
Yeah.
holy
No,
shit!
he's got like a dagger, and it's just like stab right in the stomach. Like,
I was like,
5 or
pregnant
6
lady!
times. Like,
Oh my
crazy
god!
fast. Yeah.
I was like, holy shit! And then Rob's just defeat.
Yeah.
Like, literally just looking at his mom and just like, nothing.
The Lannisters
can't
send
do
their
it.
regards. That's
and
one
then
of those lines that will stick with me forever.
Also, a line that sticks with me all the time is Catelyn kills his daughter, and he goes, "I'll just have another."
Oh, it's his wife, yeah.
Or his wife. Oh, either way,
Yeah.
his family member. I'll just have another.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
He doesn't care.
fuck you,
He
Finch.
doesn't care. He's not care.
Fuck you, Finch. He piece of shit. Fuck it. It's so good. It really, it's that episode that literally, honestly, it's interchangeable for me. If that's the best episode of the show
Really?
or second best.
You think that might be the best episode of the show?
It's so good. It really is a great episode. Like all throughout, even the beginning of the episode, it's like everything. You're just like it makes you buy into the love story, and then they're like, oh, they're gonna go visit the Freys. All right, cool. They're gonna forgive them. No.
There is that one scene,
No.
like one of his bannermen. He says to Rob, he's like, you know what I think? I think you lost the war as soon as you married that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah, with Bolton
like
saying that.
foreshadowing.
Yeah,
Is that
Bolton?
Bruce?
Yeah,
Bruce Bolton.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he
The
said it.
Lannisters send their regards.
Yeah.
Brutal.
And also, when Catelyn lifts his shirt up a little bit and sees chainmail,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like, what is about that? I'm like, something brutal.
And then
is about
she
to happen.
like slaps him in the face,
Yeah.
right?
Rob!
She's like, Rob, yeah.
And then that's when the guard runs up and just fucking guts her. Oh my god, it's so good. It really is a great episode. But I think I like Watchers on the Wall a lot more.
And that is the episode right after, right?
No,
Oh, I
that's
just said
season
like
4.
a retard.
It's episode 9, season 4. That is the only episode of the entire show that is completely one arc.
Yeah,
They
that-
ignore everything else.
That's right. Nothing else
and it's
happens.
just
Right? It's just the,
the
Night's
wall.
Watch the whole time.
Yeah.
And the wildlings invade.
And what?
That's when Ygritte dies. Ollie kills Ygritte.
Yeah, and then gives
He dies,
John the
yeah,
nod.
he's like, I got you,
I
John.
got you.
And it's like, ugh, Ollie, you and John just aren't meant to be allies, are you? It's just not working.
But we'll get to that in a sec. But yeah,
Fucking A.
season 3, man, it's good. But yeah, what's your number 3?
Season 1.
Nice.
What do you have at number 3?
Season 3.
Oh, we just talked about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my 3 is season 1.
Yeah, that's my number 2.
All right, then we should just talk about it.
All right, yeah. Season 1!
Season 1 is fantastic. I think it's like the slowest paced, but it's like we're learning about this world and all these characters.
And also,
it's just,
Ned is such a great, like I said, such a great
even
character.
from the first episode, it's like lesson 1. The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword.
And that is something that sticks with the entire show.
Yeah.
It's really it's just great, and then also one of the best plot twists in any show ever, with your lead character, literally the main character of the show, dies. Not even in your finale. In episode 9.
Yeah.
It also starts a tradition that your biggest oh shit moments is your episode 9 of Game of Thrones.
Brutal, man.
Yeah, it's just, it really, and also the pacing of that series, like season 1, was perfect. It's crazy to think that the pilot tested terribly. They had to rewrite it from scratch.
Yeah, the version that they redid was tremendous.
It's awesome. It was a perfect.
I don't
fucking
want
pilot.
to see the original version of the pilot because it was.
I am
supposed to be
low-key.
really bad.
I am low-key like curious.
Yeah, like how could it have been so bad? Because like the actual pilot is really good. The things I do for love.
You know, it's really good stuff. And then the title card, not title card, but like the credits start rolling
Oh my
right
God.
after he's like mid fall.
Yeah.
Crazy! It's crazy work.
Yeah.
It's good shit. Oh man, it really sets up everything that everything's on the table. Like, we're not pulling punches. There's incest in the show. There's child endangerment. There's some brutal scenes. There's jousting. It's a medieval world. You see these relationships that are already like ongoing. You see Catelyn fucking has disdain for Jon. Why? You're gonna find out the rest of the show.
Why couldn't Ned just tell Catelyn that? Like, between you and me, this isn't my bastard, it's actually my sister's kid. Why couldn't it just be like a between you and me kind of thing, you know?
I don't know.
I feel like if I was Ned...
Well, I would have done so. He was sworn to secrecy, and it was already set up. He's an honorable man. So if he made the promise...
So be it.
So he just took it to his grave, literally.
He did.
Until fucking Bran's like, I'm omniscient.
Bro, for real.
But yeah, no, it's good stuff. But we'll let you say your number 2, which I think I know what it is.
Number 2.
Yeah, no, I figured that. So we both agree on number 1 once again. Wow.
Yeah.
We both list and we agree who's the best
4.
character and what's the best season. All right, we'll glaze. We'll glaze season 4 in a second. But yeah, go into.
I love Tyrion as the Hand. I love that.
I agree with you. I have no problem. Like I said, from when I said season 2 on, I love every season.
Yeah.
So I really only don't like 3 of the seasons.
I mean, season 2, you got, Joffrey at full force, but you also got Tyrion slapping him in the face.
Yeah, he goes, how dare you? He goes, did you just slap the king? And he goes, yes, and I'll do it again.
He's like, what the fuck does he say?
He goes,
he's like, I just slapped the king, and my hand is still connected to my wrist. Like, whatever he says, it's just like so good.
No, he's like, did my hand fall from my wrist?
Yeah.
It's so good. And he talks again, he slaps him again. Yeah. It's so good. I love it. It's really good stuff.
I'm trying to think of, I guess season 2, a big element of season 2 is, Rob's relationship with, her, whatever her name is.
Telsa.
It's like...
Talisa?
Talisa?
Probably.
Something like that.
I know it starts with a T.
I think it ends with Alyssa.
The nurse! And their secret marriage. And I also love the scenes of them, getting to know each other. Of her accompanying,
Yeah,
him.
it really starts at, the beginning of season 1 and kind of, caps off at the end of season... Or it starts at the beginning of season 2 and ends at the end of season 2 where they get married.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really feel rushed or anything.
I wish we got more, though, before the, murder.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's one of those things that you're like, I wish I had more. And also, even Tywin admits he would have won.
Oh, yeah, Rob?
Yeah, he was like,
they were
the
beating
young
him.
wolf would have won if he
Every
didn't make
battle,
that one mistake.
Probably, yeah. He wanted that Volantis pussy, bro.
I mean, Tywin admits it. The smartest character in the show admits he would have won.
The young wolf has won every battle he's fought.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
Yeah, season 2 is also when Arya... I love the Arya shit in season 2. And
I do too.
She's the cupbearer for Tywin.
I think that is the second best thing Arya does.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that all she is a little slave, not boy.
It's three episodes. She's the cupbearer for Tywin, and it's so good.
Hell yeah. It's good stuff. It's a bunch of the best dialogue in the show.
I enjoy you, girl, but be careful.
It's good stuff.
It's so good.
Anything else you want to say about season 2?
No, I don't think so. Not off the top of my head.
All right, season 4 is a perfect season.
Yeah.
I think that is, hands down, the best season of television I've ever watched.
Period.
Straight up.
Wow.
there is not a single thing I didn't like. And when you get to the half point of the season, with the whole the court stuff at the halfway mark, followed by the fucking the Viper. What was it? The Snake and the Viper? Or what?
The Mountain and the
Mountain and the Viper. Yeah, that episode was amazing. And then you follow up that episode with Watchers on the Wall.
And then you cap it off with the Tyrion killing Tywin episode.
That's fucking. That's a crazy stretch.
Yeah.
But also all the setup and stuff, with like going into it with Joffrey's death and everything.
Yeah, that's like early season.
Yeah,
4,
that's season
Joffrey.
3. I mean,
I think it's early season
episode
4
3.
is the wedding where Joffrey dies.
Yeah, the purple wedding.
And then friggin' Cersei immediately is like, Tyrion did it. She just, in her head, she just decides that Tyrion did it.
It's great. That season is literally perfect.
Because I think that she thought that Tyrion was trying to kill Joffrey by like having him be at the Blackwater during the battle.
Yeah.
That was really just to rally the troops because that's what a king is supposed to do. Mm-hmm. But she was like, he's trying to kill my son. He's trying to kill my daughter by shipping her to Dorne. It's like, no, he's actually trying to protect them.
He's doing some strategic moves.
Not necessarily trying to protect Joffrey.
All right, no, mate. So, I don't think either were supposedly to protect them. In doing so, it will protect them, but it's the betterment of him and the kingdom. Mm-hmm. But like shipping off her daughter, that was to protect her, sure, as a secondary thing. The primary thing was, fuck you, Cersei. You have like this Pycelle piece of shit fucking spying for you. So fuck you.
Was that why he chose Dorne? Was because Pycelle was the one who
was the snake?
That was a really. I love that like stretch where it's just like it shows Tyrion telling Pycelle that he was gonna send her to Dorne, and then it shows him talking to Varys, and he's like, "I'm gonna send her to the Vale."
Yeah, that's good early season 2 shit.
No. He says the Vale for Littlefinger, but he talks to all 3 of them, and he tells them a different place.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. That's good season 2. But yeah, season 4 is literally a perfect season.
Yeah. There's
no problems I have. There's only one other show that had a perfect season for me.
Which is?
Daredevil. Season 3 is a perfect season.
You think so?
Season 3 is fucking awesome. Honestly, Daredevil had 2 perfect seasons. Season 3 and season 1 are awesome.
And season 1 of Daredevil.
Oh, man. Too bad we're never going to get another perfect season.
Who knows?
No, I know that. Marvel's not going to make a perfect season. I think they can make a good season.
Hopefully.
But I don't think it's going to be perfect by any stretch. But yeah, no.
We're at like just about 2 hours.
Hell yeah. No, 2. I knew it was going to take a while. But yeah, no, season 4, if you agree, please leave it down in the comments down below.
And if you're trying to defend season 7 or season 8,
leave it down in the comments too.
Fuck you.
or that. But yeah, if you like today's episode, please leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends. We post
share with your
weekly.
Enemies.
Yeah, that too. We post weekly episodes every Saturday at 3 o'clock, unless the editing software fucking kicks me in the ass. Which it did. It did last week, unfortunately. But I'm gonna get a jump on it this week. Hopefully that's not a problem. I'm also less busy this week, so that's good at least. But yeah, we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Peace.